Yo, and welcome to Cheap Beer Reviews. Today, we have this little gem. It's again a Aldi beer. It's called the Hop Stepper Hop Forward Pale Ale. 4.5% alcoholish and 414 milliliters. It is from the Foundry's batch, the Hop Foundry. Never heard of him. And the back doesn't really have any interesting information about anything, just like if you're not satisfied, yada yada yada, and it's vegan apparently, so no fish bladders. Again, fat, either fat and or pregnant, keep away from it. Let's have a go. Smells hop fish. So again, to my very bad pouring skills here. See how it goes. We're going there. We're going places. It's not bad at all to say. I like this one. I can actually pour it without having a massive head on it. And she's in. Alright. It's a little tiny bit cloudy. Let's have a go. Not as hoppy as I would expect it to be hoppy, but it has a good fruity taste afterwards. I'm normally not a fruity taste lover, but this isn't actually too bad. It's not overwhelming. It does have the hoppiness. Step hoppity hop, hop forward, pale ale, hoppity hop. Not anything like a IPA would have, but it still stays in the mouth for a little bit. It's tiny bit too carbonized for me, to be honest, but definitely not a bad brew. Well, for what it is, this is 99p, and it's only 4.5%, which would be a normal beer, but I just like strong beers. I would say, well, if you discount the low alcohol volume metric ingredients put out, low alcohol content, I will still say that on the scale, this would be another good summer beer to have in a bucket filled with ice and water, and then just grab one up at the barbecue, or when you're working in the garden, or when you got a mate around, or at some point we can actually have mates around again. That would be fantastic, instead of just sitting there cheering yourself or doing an online meeting with your mates to just have a beer with them, like Teams meeting. Cheers, 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 and somebody's always like very pixelated because they got a bad internet connection and stuff, and that's really bad. But that's what happens sometimes. I would say this is a solid. Well, if you give it a 10, that would be too much. But if you give it a 6, that would be just about it. But then again, if you give it a 10, you take half of that, then you got 9.5. And because it's only 4.5, that's the 5 of them. Then I have to give it a, and then we put a little bit on the top, I think. Just have a 5.97 on the beer scale, I would say, for this one. It's not brilliant, but it's still a good beer, especially for the price. I will recommend it. I'll try it again in the summer for another review, and then we'll see what it's like in the summer, because this is definitely a good, easy drinking session beer. Not packing a punch, not overwhelming, but still very drinkable. I like it. At mid of the scale, like it. And yes, as you might have noticed, I'm using glasses every time now because people like to see the color and the carbonization and the chlorine. She is cloudy. She is cloudy. She really is. But yeah, that's all for this one. I know it's a bit shorter than normal, but this is the beer I'm having tonight because tomorrow's a school night. Well, I'm working tomorrow, so I'm only having this one. And then I thought I would review it before I absolutely caned it. I might have a small glass of wine with the food tonight because we're having leftover pizza. Leftover pizza is always a good idea. That will be it for now. Ta-ta!